Shang vs. Wildcat. Martial arts at its peak. Hey there, comic fans. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the coolest matchups in the comic book universe. Today, we've got a real treat for you. Ever wondered what would happen if Marvel's master of Kung Fu went toe-to-toe with DC's legendary feline fighter? Well, buckle up, because we're about to explore an epic showdown between Shang-Chi and Wildcat. We're talking about two of the greatest martial artists in comic book history. So, who truly stands at the pinnacle of comic book martial arts? Let's dive in and find out. First up, let's meet our contenders. Shang-Chi, Marvel's undisputed master of Kung Fu. Since his debut in the 1970s, he's been kicking bad guy butt all over the globe and even beyond. And on the other side, we've got Wildcat, DC's seasoned fighter with a legacy that stretches back to the golden age of comics. This guy's not only a hero himself but also a mentor to some of DC's finest heroes. Both have rich histories and have made significant impacts in their respective universes. But how do they stack up against each other? Let's break it down. So, let's chat about Shang-Chi. Born the son of the infamous criminal mastermind Zheng Zhu. Yeah, talk about a complicated family tree. Shang-Chi was raised in isolation in his father's hidden fortress and trained from birth to be a living weapon. He mastered countless martial arts disciplines under his father's tutelage, believing he was preparing to fight for justice. Only later did he discover his father's true evil nature. This revelation led him to turn against his father and dedicate his life to stopping evil. It's the classic tale of nature versus nurture, right? Shang-Chi's skills are so refined that he's been dubbed the master of Kung Fu. He's so in tune with his body and spirit that he can channel his Kai to enhance his physical abilities. This means increased strength, speed, durability, reflexes, and even healing. Despite not having superpowers in the traditional sense, Shang-Chi has held his own against superpowered individuals. He's faced down foes like the immortal mutant Wolverine and even the god of war himself, Ares. Plus, he's trained numerous other heroes, including Spider-Man, who sought him out to improve his combat abilities after losing his spider sense. He's been a member of teams like Heroes for Hire and the Avengers, proving that he's not just a solo act. His journey is one of self-discovery, redemption, and the pursuit of justice, all while staying true to his martial arts roots. Ted Grant's story is one of resilience and redemption. Born during the Great Depression, Ted had a rough upbringing but found his calling in boxing. His dedication and natural talent propelled him to become a world heavyweight champion. But his life took a dark turn when crooked promoters framed him for the death of his mentor. On the run and seeking justice, Ted became a masked vigilante. As Wildcat, he used his boxing skills to fight crime, donning a feline-themed costume that became an iconic symbol. Over the years, Ted didn't just stick to his boxing roots. He trained in various martial arts, learning from his fellow Justice Society members and adapting to new challenges. The mystical 9 lives aspect of his character means Ted can cheat death, adding a layer of intrigue to his character. It's an unconventional superpower, but it fits his gritty, street-level hero persona. Ted's impact extends beyond his own heroics. He's a mentor to many younger heroes, teaching them not just how to fight, but also how to be heroes. He's even given Batman some pointers, and if Batman respects your combat skills, you know you're legit. Let's break down their fighting styles. Shang-Chi is a master of countless martial arts. We're talking kung fu styles like Wing Chun, Northern Shaolin, Southern Praying Mantis, and more. His ability to seamlessly blend these styles makes him unpredictable in combat. His movements are fluid, almost like watching a dance, but every step is calculated for maximum effect. Shang-Chi utilizes pressure points to disable opponents, and his Kai manipulation allows him to perform feats that border on the superhuman. He's been known to dodge bullets and even catch them. His strategic mind and adaptability mean he can adjust his tactics on the fly. On the flip side, Wildcat relies heavily on his boxing background, and he's one of the best there is. His footwork, timing, and power are top-notch. Wildcat's fighting style is aggressive and relentless. He can take a punch as well as he dishes them out, and his endurance is legendary. Decades in the field have given him a sixth sense in combat situations. Comparing the two, it's a contrast of styles. Shang-Chi's fluidity and precision against Wildcat's raw power and tenacity. Let's set the stage for this epic clash. An ancient temple nestled atop a misty mountain range. Think classic martial arts movie vibes. The air is thick with fog, lanterns flickering in the night. The sound of distant drums echo as our two heroes find themselves face to face. Shang-Chi is there on a mission, perhaps retrieving a sacred artifact. Wildcat, through some mix-up, believes Shang-Chi is the villain. Classic comic book misunderstanding. They size each other up. Not often I run into someone with your skills, Wildcat says. I assure you, I mean no harm, Shang-Chi replies. With a nod, acknowledging the inevitable, the fight begins. Shang-Chi opens with fast strikes, testing Wildcat's defenses. But Ted's no novice, he parries, countering with powerful jabs that force Shang-Chi to stay on his toes. They move through the temple grounds, their fight a blend of art and brute force. Shang-Chi uses the environment, flipping off walls, sliding under obstacles, while Wildcat bulldozes through, his fists leading the way. At one point, Wildcat lands a solid punch, sending Shang-Chi skidding back. Not bad for an old man, Shang-Chi smirks. Age before beauty, kid, Wildcat retorts. The fight intensifies, temple begins to crumble. Turns out, their epic brawl has awakened ancient guardians or triggered defensive mechanisms. Now, they have to decide. Keep fighting each other or team up to survive the escalating dangers? Being the heroes they are, they choose to join forces. Side by side, they combat new threats, dodging traps, fighting off mystical guardians. Their fighting styles complement each other perfectly. In the heat of battle, they gain respect for one another's skills. By the time they escape the collapsing temple, they realize they're on the same side. Guess we make a pretty good team, Wildcat admits. Agreed, Shang-Chi replies. Perhaps our paths will cross again under better circumstances. They part ways, each with a story to tell and a new ally. So, who would win if they really went at it? No interruptions. Shang-Chi has peak human conditioning, enhanced by his mastery of Kai. Wildcat, while also in peak condition, is known for his strength and endurance. His 9 lives give him an edge in resilience. Wildcat has nearly a century of experience. Shang-Chi, though not as old, has dedicated his life to martial arts. Both have willpower and determination. Shang-Chi approaches battles with careful analysis. Wildcat relies on instincts and experience. In a straight-up fight, it's anyone's game. Shang-Chi may have the edge in speed, but Wildcat's power could turn the tide. Sometimes the outcome depends on the writer. These matchups celebrate characters and spark debates among fans. Now, let's see what the fans think. Some folks are all in on Shang-Chi, citing his martial arts mastery. Others stand firmly behind Wildcat, pointing out his experience and toughness. The opinions are divided. It's a testament to how awesome both characters are. Who do you think would come out on top in this clash of titans? Or do you think they'd eventually team up to take on a bigger threat? Let us know in the comments below. To wrap things up, both Shang-Chi and Wildcat are incredible martial artists. Shang-Chi brings finesse and technique to his fighting. Wildcat represents heart, determination, and grit. Whether you're Team Shang-Chi or Team Wildcat, a showdown between them would be legendary. Maybe one day, in a crossover event, we'll see these two in action together. Until then, it's fun to imagine and debate. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more epic comic showdowns. Got a versus battle you'd love to see? Maybe Batman versus Iron Man? Or Wonder Woman versus Thor? Let us know your dream matchups in the comments. Also, be sure to follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes content, polls, and updates. Let's keep the conversation going. A huge thank you to all of you for watching and supporting the channel. You guys are the real heroes. Shout out to the amazing artists and writers behind Shang-Chi and Wildcat. All comic panels and artwork used belong to their respective owners. And a special thanks to our team for all their hard work behind the scenes. Check out more videos. Shang-Chi's Top 10 Most Epic Battles, The Legacy of Wildcat in DC Comics. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.